for Chris Bosh. Oladipo comes up with a takeaway. And the sling. Oh, wow. Mario Chalmers to the rescue. The Heat will make it 10 straight victories over Orlando. Bosh against O'Quinn draws the foul and banks it in. Vucevic got the bucket and the foul on Whiteside. Wade on the move. It rolls in for Dwayne Wade, who's taking the game over. Another tremendous drive and finish for Victor Oladipo. Wade for the win. And the ball game ends. The Magic win it 102 to 101. Gorgeous. Oh, what a spin by Giannis. Dang for three. Kaboom. Dwayne Wade using the glass. Dragic always probing. This is Walker. Wide open three. Kaboom. Here's Dragic again driving on his Smith and scoring. Dang drives in and scores again. Walker drives in and jams it home. Whiteside, from the top side, he came thundering down. On a cool, cloudy Wednesday night in Orlando, the Miami Heat hope to take their next step in the ongoing Eastern Conference playoff chase. We welcome you inside the Amway Center. The Heat won here in late November. The Magic won in Miami in late December. And tonight, we hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us.
There it stood. Now, at this point where we pick up the action, it's still a close game as you see the Heat still chipping away down just a few.
Yeah, Wade knocking down the triple to make it a two-point game. Looks like it's going to be nip and tuck down the stretch, and you know, they're spacing out. They were going a little too much one-on-one, but you know, neither team really asserting themselves offensively. In fact, the Heat wound up shooting under 40% for the game. But look at this pass over the top. Almost a absolute horse collar grab there on Whiteside. He maintained his composure despite being fouled. They know he's not a good free throw shooter, but look at the way he impacts the shot attempt there. Vucevic, a huge factor in this game, continued to play. These two guys went at it all night long.
But again, you're seeing now all of a sudden the game is a 5-point game. Dwayne Wade probably takes what should be considered an ill-advised shot. At this point, again, John, you're thinking Magic has hit a few shots, they take the lead, and all of a sudden off this play and a miss and put back at the 7-point game.
Yeah, this right here looked like almost the nail in the coffin, but you got to hang around and believe and make plays. And this play was an excellent call out of the timeout. They get Walker a wide open look on a downstream. Vucevic trying to guard him at 7 feet. It was clear mismatch, and he knocks down the three.
What's amazing here, too, John, and we'll talk about it more, Henry Walker was 0 for his first 7 from 3. He hit the one you just saw, and then this.
This one, the scrambling play here. They knew they needed a 3, and he winds up catching that one where he could step right into it. Winds up finishing with 10 points, a couple of big threes down the stretch.
When you go to overtime in a game like this and you're the team that made the comeback, you just feel you've got all that energy and momentum, don't you?
Yeah, I always feel like it's so important to get off to a good start in the first part of the timeout. Wade right here kind of cherry-picked after missing the steal. They're able to kick it ahead to a nice heads-up outlet pass by Luol Deng. All of a sudden, the Heat now in the lead and really momentum on their side.
And now they're trying to finish here. Magic trying to get it inside, and look who comes up with the steal, but Henry Walker.
Walker knocks it away. Wade comes up with it, and they have to foul and put him on the free throw line. Look at again here. Vucevic has a point-blank shot opportunity. The right hand reaches in. Walker there dislodges the ball, gives the Heat the opportunity to corral the ball.
All right, the Magic, the countdown on under 10 seconds. They're going to likely go to Oladipo, John, and no good.
Yeah, just really tough shot to come running down and throw that up. I don't think that was what they're looking for. Had 4 seconds left on the clock. You know, maybe you get inside and you drive and kick, or you do a dribble handoff. But look, as a Heat player, they really did a good job of not fouling. Look at the difference on these stats in that first half, second half.
You see the splits there, and John mentioned at halftime, Heat shot 31%, but we're only down 4 at the half, and yet that crazy comeback it took, they shot much better statistically the second half. Team play of the game, and John, take a wild guess which one it would be.
I'll tell you what, I can't watch this one enough right now. D. Wade Dishing to the corner. Look at the ball movement here. Kicked out. Let's move it again. One more. Walker. Got it.
Wow. Good stuff there. And I think the underrated part, that is your Cleveland Clinic team play of the game. As we've the underrated part to me as we talk about this play, John, is the fact that Dwayne Wade's a superstar. You could easily just spot it up and taking that three, and you say, hey, your star's taking the three, but he made the extra pass.
Well, he knew also that Walker...
The game. He's now 9-0 when he scores 20, and Johnson had 21.
Yeah, he did a great job. The team struggled offensively, but he was the one lone guy who was shooting over 50% and making plays, and he's finding his offense much easier. I think a lot of it, we heard him ask the question, Eric was asked the question, I think a lot of it has to do with Dragic because he's finding him and keeping him engaged. At times we would see Luau drift where he's taking that shot right there in the corner and not get touches, kind of waiting over there and not being involved. Guys are finding him. He's asserting himself, too. With Bosch out, he needs to pick up his scoring load. So he winds up shooting 8 of 14, 14 attempts, I think is, even light for him now. He probably needs to get somewhere between 14 and 18 attempts, but shoots a high percentage, 21.
In all these years, we learned that everybody's NBA journey is a little different. You go from K-State to the league, then you got to go to Venezuela. You got to go to the Philippines, back to the D-League. What does it mean to be here helping this team with those shots tonight as this team tries to maintain its playoff position?
It means everything, man. Just got a strong faith in God, man. I've been through a lot. I'm a fighter. Missed a lot of shots, but I stayed in there, man. That's just God, man. It's faith.
Henry, you missed, as you noted, a bunch of threes. I believe your first 7 before you knocked down those last 2. And coach calls your number, your second game on the floor, your third game with the team. How was that call formulating, and what was going through your mind as the play was formed?
Man, where I come from, man, we don't have nothing, man. I ain't got nothing to lose. That's how I feel, man. I'm from Huntington, West Virginia, man. Stage like this, can't be scared, man. I'm just glad they had faith in me. I'm glad Dwayne threw that thing to me, man. Glad I could hit it, man.
And now, not are you just on this team. You're the first man in back-to-back games he's calling up as a reserve. And there you are, pulling down the final rebound to win. How does it feel to be a part of this team and the faith that they have in you right now?
I can't even describe it, man. I've been through so much, man. Just God, man. It's just faith, having strong faith, man. Just believing I belong here, man, and just trying my best, man. That's all I can do. Go out here and try my best. I'm just glad the guys believe in me, man. And it's just a humbling experience, man.
It's making the most of a 10-day opportunity. I know that. Congratulations, Henry.
Thank you, man.
My pleasure, without a doubt. We start our day talking to that man about his opportunities with this ball club. He didn't talk about it. He showed you. Opportunities from the edges that splash down on way to knotting it up in regulation, which leads to the 3-point victory on the road in overtime. This game is something else, isn't it?
Miami Heat 93, the Orlando Magic 90 in overtime. If you'd like to catch tonight's game once again, it's worth it. Tune in at midnight or tomorrow at noon. We'll replay all of tonight's action presented by your South Florida Honda dealers. This has been a presentation of Sunsports, your exclusive home for Miami Heat basketball. For my partner, John Crotty, the one and only Jason Jackson, the great crew of Eric Reed and Tony Fiorentino, I'm Will Manso saying thanks for watching, and you watched a good one. Heat win, and we leave you now with the final take.
You light up the night.